Hey guys, Caleb here with Life Necessities. We had several of you have been asking about how do you make these pieces. So I'm just going to do a tutorial on how we make them. So you start with a file. So on this one, we're going to be making a bass for a client. And you can see we have them, I line them all up in order. So I have everything in line. The one thing you want to do as well is you'll notice, so if you click things, you've got group, ungroup, but in here, you've got all these things move as one. So when you're building these, a lot of them will be individualized. You saw as I was going through, and you can grab every little detail. So if you wanted to adjust it, you can. You just hit ungroup and do that. But today is going to be very simple. I'm just going to explain how this whole process works. So on this bass that I'm making, been very popular. We're going to start with this one. Now I have a logo, as you can see in here. I'll bring this over. But we're going to put our logo on the back. So I'm going to basically grab the fish, and you come up and you do what's called a line, or I'm sorry, you do, or is it reflect? So you can basically reflect it back and forth. So it's going to be facing the other. So if you do that, see how it flips. But I'm going to be putting it here because that I want that to be on the back, and I don't want to have to go back, put it down when I'm done, and then redo the engraving. So I just flip it around, do the engraving first, and then I go to the next piece. On this one, I'm going to be cutting 3 at a time. So this, the P3 has an 18-inch height by 36-inch wide. So I'm able to get 3 different sheets in there that I've got for each fit, for each design of the fish. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll see I'll show you what happens next. Okay, so as you can see, I was able to put the pieces in there. Now I'm just going to drag these down. Okay, so you zoom in and make sure it's going to be cutting right. Pull off, okay, and you just hit the over button a little bit, and boom, got it. So that's gonna cut there. You're gonna zoom out. I'm gonna grab the next one, put it in, grab the next one, put it in. So then you zoom in just to make sure it's sitting on the piece right. So you can see how it's highlighting and it's over. So we're just gonna bring it just a little bit back, and we're set. Then we're gonna grab this, we're gonna bring it over just a tad, and we're set. So you can see these. Now, if one thing a lot of people will, it's really easy to forget, is that you got to make sure that you come over to the side. And right now I've got the engraving ignored. So I'm going to hit this little button here. It says output, and it will bring, so now it's going to do the engraving. So don't forget, you have to adjust all of this based on your material, based on what you have. So right now on the engrave, I'm doing 60% power at 704. And then cutting, I'm doing 90 at 40. There's an ability to go up here and grab material. Right now, I'm just kind of set on my own, so you don't have to change that. But if you wanted, you would click material, you would come over to here, 1/8 inch bass plywood. And that's kind of what we'd be using anyway. But right now, we're just gonna exit out of that because I've got all the parameters set on this one. I just made it, so I'm just kind of coming back and like showing you how we do it. So that's what I'll start with first, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, we're back. So close that out. Next step, grab these, zoom out a little bit, bring them over back to the side. I've got the next pieces in. Just grab them, pull them down, pull them down, pull them down. Control, zoom in. All right, grab it, kind of slide it over. It's the same process, guys. Repetition is your friend. Let's see over here. We're gonna go ahead and grab that just a tad. Just make it a tad. Bring it over just a tad. Now you can hit arrows and just push it so it goes slightly over it, tiny bit at a time. So then you can see like it needs to come in, come a little bit more. There we go. All right. Best thing, honestly, you can do is cut a lot of the wood that you have. Whoops. See, just back up, hit undo if you messed up something. Just cut the wood to like the dimensions that you need beforehand, and then you'll be able to come in here and kind of adjust it to be fine. All right, so that's set, that's set, that's set. So maybe a little bit down there. Let's just adjust this thing. See if we can tilt him, because that one is a little narrow. So I'm just gonna cut him. There we go. So you can just tilt everything. It makes it super easy. I mean, it's not a problem. A lot of these other machines have a problem with the perimeter and everything going outside. XTool doesn't. So they know that your image is inside. I had a machine that I used before, and it kept having problems if you had to turn it or do any adjustments at all. That looks a little close, so we're gonna turn that one too. There you go, all set. I'm gonna process. Tells you what you need to do. It's gonna take 11 minutes. All right, see you. Hey guys, all right, last option. So you come in, once again, grab that, just rinse and repeat, bring it straight up, grab the last image, bring it down. Now I've got one I wanted to show you. So this is the last piece. So I use on the last piece of something that has so much detail, I use a company called Dual Tight. I have no affiliation with them at all. I bought this and I don't use, this is basically what it looks like. So you have the piece of wood that you have, and then you put this on the back, then you place it inside the machine just like this, and then when it cuts you end up peeling it, and then you can stick it on for the last piece. I only use this sparingly, honestly, because I use glue for all the other layers, but this company, I mean, they do a great job. It's just a little expensive for my taste, so I kind of use it sparingly, but it does make your job a lot easier. All right, let's get back to it. All right, guys, that's it. Yeah, then you just bring it all together, glue it up, and there's your final piece. So thanks for following along, guys, and have a great day.